This 2-bedroom apartment will cost you $1,600 a month.
Texas is the fastest growing state in the US.
And let me just say, this is insanely spacious. Coming from big cities, I am not used to this at all.
In the DFW area, there are about 700 people that move there every day.
Like all of Texas, lots of people want to be here.
As California's population declined for 3 years in a row, this place is booming.
If we were to stay in California, there's just no way we could afford a house.
It starts with your home.
San Francisco was really too expensive. It was just too much.
But in parts of Texas,
our average house is around $250,000, and that's probably like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
When we moved here, property values here were at around $300,000 to $500,000.
And 3 years ago, the most high-profile billionaire left California for here, Texas.
Elon Musk came to town. His folks, his team are bringing a whole new energy to our county.
Elon Musk decided to open up a gigafactory here in Austin. So I'm like, all right, well, that's interesting. Let me look more into it.
Musk is expanding fast in Texas, and now he's even creating his very own town outside of Austin.
So you have them building the Boring Company right there, and then just right next door, you see it's almost like a movie set because it's like residential homes and a small little road.
Many major companies are moving here too, from Oracle to HP.
There's a lot of Californians here.
This is Mario. He tells me that he went from a 2-bedroom apartment in California to a 4-bedroom house in Texas. But this isn't just about cheap real estate.
Texas has no state income taxes.
So we have several major organizations that have been moving in recently.
Samsung is building a huge facility on the northern portion of our county.
Californians everywhere. We love them. We're good friends with them.
More people moving to Texas means more people are buying homes, spending money, eating out at restaurants. But are Californians' gain causing pain for many here in Texas?
Real estate's gone through the roof. Almost impossible to find something reasonable.
My 1-bedroom, 1-bath used to be $975. I now pay like $1,300.
When you hear live music capital, I don't think it's that anymore as well. It's just really expensive for the local artists to be able to still live here.
Imagine your family has lived here for 5 generations. You want to make an offer on a house, but now you have to compete with a tech worker from Silicon Valley.
Say one's from Dell and she makes like twice as much.
You can quickly see why not everyone here is happy. And Texas home prices have surged 60% in 5 years.
We haven't really caught up with the infrastructure to support all the new growth.
And it's been hard for governments to keep up.
We're expected to double in population within like the next 10, 15 years.
So why is Texas the fastest growing state right now?
And what happens when your town, city, and state grow faster than you can handle?
Austin was never built to be where it's at right now, which is why we're so congested.
Welcome to Austin, Texas. It's now one of the fastest growing cities in the US. Apple, Google, and Tesla have all moved or expanded here recently. Mario was planning to settle down in California to raise his kids there.
But then the pandemic happened, and then California was one of the states that had some of the strictest pandemic rules. They closed down the gyms.
Austin became hugely attractive, especially during the pandemic. Apple is now building a billion-dollar campus here in Austin.
I think overall California is still going to be a big hub for technology, but in the next 5 or 10 years, I think Texas may surpass California just because of the tax incentives.
But Austin is just one part of Texas, and if anything, it's kind of a unique part of Texas.
I mean, Austin's a little bit of a unique spot in the rest of the state of Texas, so typically what Austin wants isn't necessarily what the rest of the state wants.
Here's the thing. The biggest factor attracting people to Texas, well, is that it's a lot cheaper than California.
Look at this, gas is $3, something I haven't seen in a long time.
Just look at this website which tracks average gas prices. In Texas, it's $3.02 a gallon. Compare that to $4.84 in California. The average home price in Texas is $315,000. In California, it's $817,000.
New house has 4 bedrooms, 1 office, 1 game room, and it's open kitchen concept, and it has a big backyard. So like, it's impossible, man. You know, you gotta make like $500,000 to $1 million in income a year. That's insane, man. That's the reason why people, don't live in houses over there.
The demand has surged as Texas counties are struggling to keep up.
Yeah, we're issuing over like 1,100, 1,200 single-family building permits every year right now.
Even a McDonald's Big Mac costs you $4.39 in Texas, but $5.11 in California. And aside from gas, homes, and burgers, well, there are taxes. California has the highest state income tax in the country, while Texas doesn't have a state income tax.
We have low taxes. We have a lot of space for development. We have a lot of major schools, major companies. So there's a lot of reason to move to Texas.
Although Texas's property tax is about twice as much as California's. But remember how much cheaper homes are here in Texas. So cost of living is really the main reason that people and companies are coming to all parts of Texas.
We have another major new headquarters. I can't say who it is just yet, but it's one of the big banks. So they have a new campus that's going up.
I think Elon Musk is visionary, so I think he's making the right moves. Moving a gigafactory here in Austin, Texas. The workforce is here, the talent is here. It's a great location.
While I'm in Texas, I hear that Elon Musk is planning to create his own town, a place where his employees can live. So I drive 35 minutes outside of Austin to investigate.
So you have them building the Boring Company right there, and then just right next door you see like it's almost like a movie set because it's like residential homes and a small little road.
This is the living community next to Boring and SpaceX. Elon Musk is even giving it a name called Snailbrook.
So right here is where they're planning more than 100 homes to build. It's pretty interesting because you can literally just walk to work. I mean, it's right next door.
A few minutes later, I'm approached by security. Apparently, I was on private property but didn't realize. The name Snailbrook comes from the Boring Company's directive, which is to build machines that move faster than a snail. A corporate lingo, inside joke, now becoming the name of a town in Texas. Later, I meet the county's head of tourism and economic development.
Elon Musk came to town. His folks, his team are bringing a whole new energy to our county.
She tells me it's been a challenge balancing small town vibes with Californians' big tech energy.
We're still primarily rural. Our three little towns have downtown main streets with old buildings, and they're full of mom and pop restaurants and shops.
But she's happy that the billionaire chose her county to move his companies to.
The kids leave, right? Because they couldn't be engineers in Bastrop County. And well, now they can go off to school and come back and, be whatever they want to be.
And apparently even Elon Musk himself will live here in Snailbrook. So if California refugees are happy and local governments and counties are happy, is this a happy story?
There's a housing shortage. I think there's a housing shortage everywhere that there's growth.
This guy I meet at South by Southwest tells me point blank he wants Elon Musk to stop bringing Californians to Texas.
So you just see a lot of the local stuff changing, a lot of the local chains, not even chains, just stores that have closed up, they're not around anymore. I think that's kind of a disappointment.
Texans have to keep up with the rising home and rent prices.
You hear a lot of people now having multiple jobs instead of just one. So that's been like a huge shift.
And remember, tech jobs can be some of the most volatile jobs there are.
Even though it does have that perception that it's kind of endless jobs, especially in tech, that there are a lot of people that, there are a lot of layoffs going on right now.
And now people from cities like Austin can no longer afford living here.
A lot are coming from Austin, like people are getting priced out of Austin, and so they're coming to some of the smaller communities.
Artists from Austin are moving 30 minutes outside of Austin to her county.
It's been a lot of single artists. Our age has gone down, our median age, and I just know what I see on the street, And so that's kind of fun to have new ideas come into town.
The population of Texas will one day surpass California's population, according to The Economist. The governor of California has been taking jabs at Texas, even buying this ad in newspapers in Texas. And some are concerned that Californians are moving to Texas and importing their West Coast values and politics into Texas. But to me, this story is a simple one. It's a basic story about money.
It's just better quality of life, more space, and because there's no state income taxes, you could afford more. We could buy more food, we could go out to eat more.
You consider the pros and cons and you spend your money where you find the most value, which is really all that's happening here.
One of the things we're excited about is a lot of times our kids grow up and they've had to go away to be an engineer, or they've had to go away to be in film. And so the more opportunities we plant there, the more the kids will be with us.
We met people from all over the country and also people from Texas, and everybody here in Austin is very friendly, very open,
I feel really sorry for the people and it's sensitive to the people that don't want it to change very much.